Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails in the Sky Part 21. Last time we progressed through the dungeon, well, kind of progressed through the dungeon and fought the big boss, and when we went to go defeat them, they ran away. And now we have to chase them all the way back to the entrance, and we incidentally are in the exact same spot we started the last video, as I lose all of my frames. What the hell? Oh my god, I hate all of you! This is so dumb! I've got no EP, man! I've got no EP! And they just come in and they fucking whack me. And there ain't shit I can do about it. Wait, who's next? It's you back there, the next one? There's no way you'll be able to reach Joshua. I refuse to even consider that as an option. Especially when you get flicked. Okay, go ahead, get the taunt out. I wish these guys had like 200 less HP. They would be much more manageable. If they didn't take 3 magic attacks to take out. Dude, Estelle, you've got like so much defense, girl. Can't you like pretend to not take so much damage? Which, yeah, you guys still have a good bit, but I mean, I can't pass up the triple. I can't do it. I can't do it and feel good about myself for passing up on that. Same reason I can't pass up this, even though it's really not that great. I've probably been better off just focusing down one guy. We just gotta hope Joshua doesn't get hit by this dude. Can we double flick? It doesn't look like we can double flick, so that dude's not quite gonna. He'll die to his poison eventually, though. I mean, that's just insulting. Actually, I should have had him or her attack this dude, and then she could have finished off with the whip. He's still taunted. So he shouldn't be able to hit Joshua unless it wears off. It did not. Okay, so this should hopefully be the last group of bandits. Even before they make us fight the fucking
Let's move out.
brothers again. Or the brother-sister team. My EP, please, it is very sick. I wish they didn't charge like 1,000 gold for the healing item that gives you back your EP. Also, I wish I could quit getting in random battles. That'd be cool. Honestly, it's probably better to just get into the battle and then immediately run away than try and run from them and then get back attacked. So then you have to waste even more of your remaining EP healing. You should also save. Yes, we beat those, so we're somewhat close to the entrance. I mean, too bad the game, it has like, how is this place so big? Oh, fuck off. Trying to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? This is like the most unnecessary, superfluous nonsense. Dude, he's so fast. I mean, at least they're properly hitting Estelle in the face like they're supposed to. Got a poison out there. We can taunt. Do I want to taunt or do I want a hurricane? I think we're gonna hurricane. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because that knocked them all out. So then the Sheik, because I was like, oh, well, we could go full in on the AoE. Okay, we can still get a triple. I hope we can double flick this dude. Nope. Oh, but okay, I accidentally muted the wrong thing there, but I thought I was gonna sneeze. I was trying to mute my mic, but I ended up muting desktop audio instead. But I didn't sneeze after all, so it was perfectly fine. Okay. I mean, you gotta just hit this dude. You can't let him. He has. Okay, no, that didn't exactly how much HP he had. Okay, just hit this dude so that
Someone's been naughty.
Estelle doesn't die, because I only have the one revive, and I really don't want to waste it. Hey, you guys, man, you're so mean. Okay, you're gonna have to use a healing item because you'll die to poison. Otherwise, oh, you can crit on items. I didn't know that. It's kind of interesting, I suppose. I'm gonna try and go for the dual strike on this dude. It'll probably miss twice. Oh, did even worse, it didn't kill him. I mean, I guess it's not worse, but it's more annoying. I don't know why Joshua does such dog shit damage now, when he used to be like our best damage dealer. But I mean, he can barely crack 200 damage now. Man, I really hope it doesn't make me refight these guys. Also, I didn't mean to use magic on Shara.
Seems you came.
It's like, this dungeon was already long enough. Did we really need to make it twice as fucking long by adding all this nonsense of running back to the entrance? Dude, if it makes me run back to the hostages after this, oh, I'm gonna be so mad. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past the game, like, doing all this nonsense. Are you kidding me? We're not even gonna get the fucking glory for it? The army came in and how'd the army find out about this place? How did the army find out about this place? What's going on here? So these are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits. I'm surprised there's such a young woman too. How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pictures? So wait, he figured it out, or? So how about it now? Is that enough to help you write you? God, I can't fucking read or talk. Is this enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful you took us along. Oh, so that dude figured it out. Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. What are you talking about? We're the ones who beat them. No, this was just the result of the accuracy of the intelligence division's about. We were here first. What? I want the entire worth of the ship transferred to our accounts. I want 20 million Mira, please. It's Estelle and Joshua. Bracers, why are you here? Just for the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. And the entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing Sky Bandit leaders up this way, and I never would have guessed the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, we should in turn recognize their achievements, yes, by giving me the full... Just give me an airship. You don't have to pay me in money. Just give me the airship. I'll be happy with that. Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person. He just lacks a little flexibility. The other lackey should be, like, dead by now with how much we've beaten their asses. Please leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo. Thank you. Just let me go back and heal. Wait for me, Colonel! Really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel's top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one with you too. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. I feel like we got punked. My, you had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen just like that. You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The race's role has always been that of the unsung hero. There's no real reason for us to stand out. Yeah, but how are we supposed to get money? Where is Dad? Were you not listening? He's in the Royal City or somewhere around there. Get back to Bose. If you make me walk through Noble Valley... Okay, thank you. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory, so I don't even know if we could... I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages. Agreed, everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? The men who appeared at the Valeria Lakeshore and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider there's a whole lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal in town. As token of my thanks, you've given us the you've given us all your money. I was gonna say something, but then I forgot the words. Abdicated. That's the word I was looking for. You've abdicated your role as mayor to us and given us control of all of your property and money. Thanks. I'd like to thank you too, Oliver. I just hope my work was the price of that grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. You're telling me we did all this for the value of a bottle of wine? Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that if that incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused us much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor's happy as she is. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. Yeah, you could be happy knowing all that, plus getting paid. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. Honestly, Sherry, you need to fucking step it up, because you're definitely the weak link of the party right now. I mean, Joshua can flick nerds, Estelle can tank, Oliver can heal, and has a good AoE stuff. What does Shara have? 8,000 Mira. Ooh, we went up in rank, and we got the Petrify Quartz that I think we already have. I mean, I know we have the Petrify Breath thing. Oh, we got a recommendation. So that should mean this chapter should be ending soon, right? We'll work hard so that we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation. Huh, get ready to work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. You're probably right. Wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Probably Tookers in the Royal City. That's what he's doing right now. Not contracting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, that is kind of odd. It's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Aren't you that receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we recovered some cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and you decided to hand all the valuables over to us. Thank you. A number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild. I appreciate you doing that, but wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with? It's actually addressed to the Roland branch, but aren't Cassius Bright's family members here? How do you know that? Oh, they contacted the Roland branch. This letter, yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch. I guess he did intend to get in contact with us after all. Okay, so he is just going to tell us about he's doing hookers and blow in the Royal City. The parcel? Oh, it was sent to him. Well, open it up, open it up. To think that a clue about your father would be mixed into the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter. Yeah, because I mean, we could read it here. Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here? It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cruel can you be to a companion who has traveled alongside you? Dude, Oliver's like, probably this... Well, I don't know, Estelle's kind of weird the way she works in the party. Because taunt is really, really useful for some of these fights, but for the most part, she's kind of underwhelming. Aside from that, so... And just who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' spy pirates hideout, I wonder? Alright, already. Started by cutting the letter seal. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure that there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out that I've had a little trouble with my own work, and unfortunately it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough to not be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it to both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roland, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Shara and Ina. Oh yeah, Ina's the receptionist. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It looks that way. Queen's birthday celebration, is it? How far away is that? That's still a ways off. Yeah, it's about 2 or 3 months away, which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. Oh yeah, the package. Hopefully it's infinite money. I've really got money on the brain today. That's true. Oliver, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Oliver does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. It's a bowl. What's this supposed to be? It's an ornament, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Professor R to do an analysis when you find it, K. That's it? He helped us get the cinder, didn't write anything else. Do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue. They could be foreigners? What the heck is this black ornament anyway? From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to click that. This one has no slots. It's an artifact? An artifact? A dead card game? Precisely, an artifact is an ornament created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all the ornaments produced today. Oh, so we're one of those fantasy games where the super ancient civilization had all the sweet technology, but then magically disappeared because reasons. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. A black market item. Yo, so that means we can sell it for infinite money. Let's go. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle? You know he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown cinder? What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? I mean, it could be a bomb. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Well, yeah, that's what he told us to do. Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get our recommendations from Rollet and Bose, right? There's only, what, 2 more? Okay, 3 more. We still have to get, oh yeah, the main city has one too. Rouen, Zeiss, and Gransel. If we do those jobs, we'll be travel around to the other regions. We just might hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing. I mean, yeah, now that we know that he's, you know, supposed to be missing. We might be able to find this Professor R. Joshua. What? You're a genius! He's a genius for having basic reading comprehension? I mean, what else were we gonna do? Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. So I should consider that a yes? Yes, yes, triple yes. Training to be senior bracers as we travel around Liberal and exposing what that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process? I think you're somehow missing the point. Looks like she's back to her old self. So is Oliver coming with us, or... I don't actually know if he comes with us. Well, take care. I'm going back to Rollant now. Oh, wait, what? We're losing Shara? Yo, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Yeah. I mean, we're taking Oliver at least, right? We wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. If you didn't go back, Roland would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status. So don't overdo it. I mean, they literally just became bracers like a couple weeks ago. Sure, thanks, Shara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. It's the only thing that's the only thing I'm worried about. Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to perfect. No, we're on our own. Fuck. And why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara. That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose. And I thought it was about time I turned my attention towards another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for. So that's what I'm looking forward to next. He wants him to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some such nonsense. So he has to die. Yeah, he has to die of alcohol poisoning to go on the trip. Got it. Oliver, I really hope you understand what you promised her. I mean, he already, went toe-to-toe for her in the alcohol game. I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be at your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany Fair Shara instead. I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away. Don't you dare make any trouble in Roland, you hear me? And here's another piece of advice. When Shara's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Ina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that perchance what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yes, Estelle said it best though. It was nice knowing you. Yes, it was a pleasure. Wait. Oh, poor Oliver. Well, Ollie boy, it looks like we're time. Fucking Pegasus. Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we better hurry and get on. Sure, wait, can we talk this over? I'd really appreciate if I had just a little more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. Poor Oliver. Have a wonderful trip, you two. So are we back to having 2 party members? That's so lame. See, I wasn't entirely sure if Oliver stayed with you, but I didn't remember Shara leaving. There we go, chapter 1 over with. We are officially like 40% of the way through the game, I guess? Because there's technically 4 chapters, but the prologue was just as long as chapter 1, so... I don't remember if the next... I feel like chapter 1 is the longest chapter, at least. Well, I can't really say anything about the final chapter, because I never beat the game, but... we're only at 27 minutes, so we'll keep pushing on. Hopefully this isn't going on for too long. I've made that mistake at least once before, where it was like, oh, we'll, watch this cutscene, and then the cutscene ended up being 30 minutes long. The bankrupt Kahua family drifted all the way down here. Oh, so they used to be rich, and they're not rich anymore. Yeah, it turns out I wasn't able to meet him in the end. Seems like something else was to come up. The connection with the Sky Bandit incident is still unknown, but it's clear that another power is at work here. Interesting. Some spooky clandestine stuff. Is that Oliver? Oh, he's on the phone with someone. He's like a fucking secret agent. No, it's not like that at all. I've also become acquainted with an interesting bunch. The food's great and there are babes everywhere. This is unquestionably my kind of country. Maybe I'll just take up permanent residency while I'm at it. Alright. There's no need to throw a fit. Anyway, see what you can find out. Just don't get caught looking into things by the Chancellor. I'll contact you again, my dear friend. Yo, so he's like a spy or something. I love messing with that guy. He's just so stuffy and uptight that I can't help myself. A portable phone, huh? Well, aren't you carrying around quite the nifty gadget? So I guess he's not just a normal tourist, which explains why he's able to, use magic and shoot guns and stuff, but... Because he's from the Empire, right? Or was he from another country? I think it was the Empire. And the fact that you're carrying around an orbment that even the Zeiss Central Factory couldn't create, well... How about you tell me who you really are? Come on, Shara, don't treat me like I'm some kind of stranger. I'm Oliver Lindheim, the wandering bard and gifted musician you come to adore. But if you think you'd like to get to know me better, I'm sure we can arrange something. A little pillow talk, perhaps? How about we skip the foreplay and go straight to the climax? You cheap antics don't fool me, Oliver. Or should I call you Mr. Erebonian Operative? Looks like the title Silver Streak isn't just for show. So I guess you were pretending that you didn't notice in front of Estelle and Joshua, huh? I didn't want to worry those two any more than they already are. So back to the subject at hand. Why don't you start talking? Who are you and what are you doing in live roll? I'm gonna have to correct you on 2 points. First off, these cheap antics, as you call them, are totally natural. I'm not play acting or anything. That's just who I am. Oh, I'm sure. So what do you mean to tell me that you drank that wine without paying just because you felt like it? And after that, being taken to Hagan Gate so you could gather information was all part of the plan? And you even set yourself up to run into us? I don't think so. I'll leave that part up to your imagination. The other thing I must correct you on is this device is not an ornament. It's an artifact which is unearthed in the Empire. I can piggyback on... Yo, is this like the equivalent of an ancient, like, burner phone? Like, it was just tossed around. You know, after it was done being used and been unearthed. Comes in handy if you're a busy man such as myself. An artifact like one of the sacred relics of the Septian Church has stewardship over? Now I'm all the more curious to know what you're after. Oh, no, Shara. You should never try to pry into the secrets of mysterious beauty all at once. Dude, Oliver, you're gonna get thrown overboard. Granted, I don't know, he's got a gun. I feel like a gun is probably better than a whip, you know? How would you like to get to know a real woman? I'd be more than willing to show you with my whip. Shara, I don't see any humor in those eyes. Well, jokes aside, you really should have just been straightforward from the beginning. So he is a secret agent man. I have no intention of sabotaging anything or stealing classified information. I merely came here to meet a certain someone. A certain someone? Yes, someone you know all too well. Yo, it's zooming in. The one lauded as the supreme swordsman and master strategist by the Royal Army. The bracer with a special title belonging to 4 people throughout the whole of the entire continent. I assume it's the Divine... Yo, that is a sweet-ass title! The Divine Blade Cassius Bright is the one I seek. Madrigal of the White Magnolia. Is that how you say it? I don't actually know if you say that. Pronounce that magical. I think it's... I mean, I've heard that word before, but I've never actually seen it spelled out before. Of the White Magnolia. What does that even mean? I mean, I know what a White Magnolia is, but I don't really know what that title is supposed to mean. And the other one was pretty straightforward. The disappearance of the land. Ooh, something disappeared. We're going to travel around the entire kingdom. Our next destination is the Ruan region, I guess, how you would say it. You're really not planning on using an airliner? I think it's going to be quite a detour if we head there on foot. Well, we got like 3 months to burn, so... Or was it Dad he said that? Well, I guess since we have some time on our hands, it wouldn't be a bad thing to head there on foot. We could save the money it would cost to use an airliner. After all, we didn't have the time to spend shopping around leisurely during the whole CI bandit mess. Yeah, I wonder if they have new items available. Because we haven't gotten like new weapons in a very long time. First things first, before we end the video, any new quests? Oh yeah, there's still the ring. I'm not even gonna bother with that, I don't think. There's our Nebel Valley thing. Okay. And then, also, I want to look at that Petrify Word. There was someone else who had it. Oh, it was Poison gave Petrify Breath. Ah, yeah, so that's why he was able to poison people. I think I would rather give... Is there any, like, difference between these two? Just Poison or Petrify? Petrify seems much better. So we'll drop that. I don't really care about the rest of this stuff. But yeah, we'll go ahead and stop things here. We're at 35 minutes. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part where we will actually begin Chapter 2 in earnest. You know, we've only probably got 30 fucking videos left. Jesus, this is... Did not really think this LP was... I knew it was going to be long, but I didn't think it was going to be this long. But, you know, could be worse. You know, I'm still very much enjoying the game, so... I'm kind of excited to, you know, maybe beat it in about 18 years when we finally start to wrap this LP up. Yeah, bye guys.